How to fix Valorant not launching due to Goodbyedpi. Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling a frustrating issue where Valorant completely fails to launch without displaying any error codes after a recent game update. Our team found that clicking the game icon results in absolutely nothing happening, which can be incredibly confusing. During our analysis, we confirmed that having the Goodbyedpi software installed on your system is the primary trigger for this silent crash. Before making systemic changes, we tested a quick workaround. We recommend opening the Riot Games client directly first, rather than using the Valorant desktop shortcut. Once the main Riot client is open, try launching Valorant directly from the client interface to see if it bypasses the silent launch failure. However, if the game still refuses to load, a deeper intervention is required. Our analysis showed that the core problem lies entirely with the Goodbyedpi software, conflicting with the Riot Vanguard anti-cheat system. The definitive solution is completely removing Goodbyedpi from your computer. We will start by ensuring the application is no longer running in the background. Press Ctrl, Shift, and Escape simultaneously to open your Windows Task Manager. Navigate to the Details tab and look for any active processes related to the Goodbyedpi executable. If you spot the application running, right-click on it immediately. Select End Task from the context menu to force the software to stop communicating with your network. This prevents file locking when we attempt to delete the application files from your drive. Next, we need to ensure its background service does not restart automatically. Press the Windows key, type Services, and hit Enter to open the Windows Services utility. Scroll down the alphabetical list to locate the Goodbyedpi service entry. Right-click the service and select Properties. Change the Startup Type drop-down menu to Disabled. Click Apply, then click the Stop button, and finally press OK to lock in this configuration permanently. Now, we must manually eradicate the software files from your storage drive. Navigate to the directory where you originally extracted or installed the Goodbyedpi folder. Right-click the entire parent folder and select Delete to permanently remove it from your system. To guarantee that Riot Vanguard no longer detects any traces of the program, you must empty your recycle bin. Right-click the recycle bin icon on your desktop and select Empty Recycle Bin. This confirms the software is entirely purged from your local drive storage. Because Vanguard might still hold corrupted boot instructions due to the conflict, we need to reset the anti-cheat software. Press the Windows key, type Add or Remove Programs, and open the System Settings panel. Search for Riot Vanguard in the Installed Application list. Click on the Riot Vanguard entry and select Uninstall. Confirm the system prompts to completely remove the anti-cheat software from your operating system. Do not worry, the Riot Games client will automatically reinstall a fresh, clean version of Vanguard later. A system reboot is mandatory at this stage to clear the active memory cache. Restart your computer immediately to finalize the removal of both Goodbyedpi and Riot Vanguard. Skipping this step will cause the subsequent network optimization fixes to fail. Once your computer restarts, we need to clear out the modified network routing that the DPI bypass software left behind. Press the Windows key, type Command Prompt, right-click it, and select Run as Administrator. Type ipconfig/flushdins and press Enter to clear the corrupted DNS resolver cache. After successfully flushing the DNS, we must reset the Windows Socket API framework. In the exact same command prompt window, type Winsock reset and press Enter. This restores your network adapters to their default configurations, removing any lingering packet manipulation rules. Windows requires one more reboot to apply the Winsock catalog reset properly. Restart your computer one more time. This ensures your system establishes a completely clean and stable connection to the internet upon startup. Now, open the Riot Games client from your desktop shortcut or Start menu. The client will automatically detect that Riot Vanguard is missing and will prompt you to install it. Click the Update or Install button to download a fresh copy of the anti-cheat system. Vanguard requires a boot-level kernel integration to function properly alongside the game. This means one final computer restart is required after the anti-cheat installation completes. Reboot your PC to activate the Vanguard kernel driver safely. We highly recommend running the game with elevated permissions to prevent any localized restriction errors from Windows Defender. Right-click your Valorant desktop shortcut and select Properties. Navigate to the Compatibility tab located at the top of the window. Check the box that says Run this program as an administrator. While you are on this screen, also check the box for Disable full-screen optimizations to improve frame pacing. Click Apply and then OK to save these critical executable settings. At this point, double-click your Valorant shortcut. The game should now initialize correctly, completely bypass the silent crash loop, and bring you directly to the main menu. If you still experience random connection drops to the Riot servers, your default internet service provider domain name server might be struggling. We suggest changing your IP4 DNS settings to a reliable public server. Use Google DNS by entering 8 as your primary and 8.4 as your secondary address. As a final Valorant-specific check, verify your game files to ensure nothing was corrupted during the initial crash sequence. Open the Riot Client, click your profile icon, select Settings, and click on Valorant. Click the Repair button to scan and replace any missing core engine files automatically. To ensure your overall Windows operating system remains perfectly stable, we recommend running a quick system integrity check. Open Command Prompt as an administrator, type sfc/scannow and hit Enter. This built-in Windows utility will automatically scan for and repair any underlying corrupted system files that might interfere with high-performance gaming. Finally, always maintain updated graphics hardware to avoid rendering conflicts when launching heavy titles like Valorant. Open your AMD Adrenalin, NVIDIA GeForce Experience, or Intel Arc Control software. Check for the latest stable GPU driver release and perform a clean installation to guarantee maximum frame rates and zero display driver crashes. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.